So I recently picked up the Fujifilm X100vi. This camera is like that elusive Pokemon that you want to capture, but it always runs away at the last second before you can. But I have one. I have that elusive Pokemon, the X100vi right here. And I want to share my thoughts now, having some time to play with this camera. Now let's just start with the shooting experience. Now this camera is very fun to use. I didn't expect to have so much fun shooting with this camera. Although the EVF sucks on this camera and I had a little bit of trouble looking into it, it was still a fun shooting experience. The pictures that I got are plenty of sharp. At f2 there is some decent background separation, especially combined with the minimum focusing distance. The shoot that I did with Luana at the airport, I'll leave the links to that video down below so you can watch that after you finish this video. That video was around 7 minutes, right? I cut it together, it was around 7 minutes. During that shoot, I was shooting with the Fujifilm X100vi for about 3 to 4 hours. That video was supposed to be a video between the X-T5 and the XF23mm f2 versus the X100vi. But honestly, I just had so much fun holding on to the X100vi that I completely forgot about the Fujifilm X-T5. It's much smaller than the X-T5, so it felt more free to me. I felt that I was more creative holding the X100vi than I did with the X-T5, so that must say something to me at least. It also helped that I got some amazing photos from this set, and you know, the photos were filled with lots of energy. It filled with lots of emotions. So that certainly helped with keeping my attention and focus on the Fujifilm X100vi. I also drove around the Algarve, stopped in these small towns to take some shots as well. Now, I know a part of it is because I have a new camera, so obviously I have to go out and, you know, do these test shoots. But another part of me really likes how small this camera is, the aesthetic of this camera, because again, I say this before about Fujifilm cameras, it's very unassuming. I feel more comfortable holding this camera in these small towns here than I do something like the XH2 or the XT5, something with like a big ass lens stuck to it. It just feels more inconspicuous. So all these small little things that I've been noticing does add up to have this pleasant and fun shooting experience. So for anyone that asked about whether or not the X100vi has that fun factor, it most certainly do. It does have that fun factor that I really enjoy. Another thing that I've noticed about the Fujifilm X100vi is the autofocus. Something in this firmware feels a bit stickier than my Fujifilm X-T5. I feel the shots that I'm taking are coming in at a higher hit rate, so it just feels more sure of itself. So I do appreciate that. And now I haven't used this camera for video yet, so I will have to get back to you on that once I do. And I also have another trip coming up, and it's to Greece this time, so I'm excited for that. And it's going to happen in a couple of months, so I'm going to be using the X100vi a lot over there, just documenting everything. And hopefully by then I can provide you with more in-depth review by then. But for now, all I can say is that I'm having a lot of fun with this camera. I didn't think that I was gonna have this much fun with this camera because, you know, I didn't like, a part of me don't like this camera because of the hype, but a part of me just like it because of the overall feel of the camera. It's such a fun camera to shoot with. Now, I'm not trying to hype it up or anything like that. It's just how I feel about this camera. I think the size and just how it's like, how small it is, just makes it so much fun to use. It's a camera that, you know, you want to take out every time you go out. But for now, it's been a fun camera to shoot with, and that's it. That's if you can get your hands on one. Let me tell you that. It's been crazy. You guys. It seems like you guys been saying like, oh, it's been like a few months since my pre-orders and I haven't gotten the camera yet. So just stay strong, guys. It's gonna come. It's gonna come eventually. If you guys just be patient, it will come. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Do you guys have the Fujifilm X100vi yet? What do you think of this camera? I know there's still a lot more things I haven't touched on, but I'm gonna leave that for a full review. But I just want to give you I just want to share, give you an update on how I feel about this camera right now. And so far it's been good. It's been great. I'm having a lot of fun. And yeah, let me know down in the description below. And if you're interested in this camera, I'll leave the links down there as well. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Fujifilm content. And thanks so